Imagine waking up to news that someone plotted to assassinate a president-elect of one of the most powerful countries in the world. What if we told you that a foreign government might be behind it, seeking revenge for past actions? This shocking story is filled with international intrigue, assassination plots, and a long reach of vengeance. Today on 2230, we unravel the alarming details behind the charges against an Iranian man accused of plotting to kill US President-elect Donald Trump. Grab a seat because you won't want to miss the details of this chilling plot that exposes an intricate web of international revenge and espionage. The U.S. Department of Justice, DOJ, has charged 51-year-old Iranian national Farhad Shakari, accusing him of plotting to assassinate President-elect Donald Trump. This bombshell news comes amid allegations that Shakari was working under the instructions of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, which aimed to avenge the death of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani, who was killed in a U.S. drone strike in Baghdad in January 2020. According to the DOJ, the alleged assassination attempt was an audacious and retaliatory mission orchestrated by the IRGC, which is recognized as a foreign terrorist organization by the United States since April 15, 2019. Shakari, a name that seems to have emerged from the shadows of criminal dealings, was no stranger to American law enforcement. After being incarcerated for 14 years for robbery, he was deported around 2008. Yet, this was not the last America would hear of Shakari. During his imprisonment, Shakari developed contacts with criminal associates who would go on to become key players in the IRGC's mission. These associates were utilized as operatives, monitoring and targeting those deemed enemies of the Iranian government. This is where it gets even more gripping, folks. It wasn't just a plot against Donald Trump. The DOJ revealed that Shakari, along with two accomplices, 49-year-old Carlyle Rivera and 36-year-old Jonathan Lodeholt, was also involved in a chilling conspiracy to murder a U.S. journalist of Iranian origin, who had been openly critical of the Iranian regime. Imagine the sheer audacity of not only plotting against a world leader but also against a journalist for exercising freedom of speech. Shakari, Rivera, and Lodeholt allegedly spent months surveilling their intended victim, and they were offered a sum of $100,000 to locate and kill her. Think about that for a moment. Would you be willing to risk your freedom for that kind of money? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because we want to hear from you. The DOJ disclosed that Rivera and Lodeholt were both arrested and charged on November 8. The charges brought against Shakari, Rivera, and Lodeholt include murder for hire, conspiracy to commit murder for hire, and money laundering conspiracy, which could each land them up to 10 to 20 years in prison. But the story doesn't end there. The DOJ further stated that Shakari had been involved in additional assassination plans against U.S. and Israeli citizens based within the United States. Among these assassination targets was a plan to kill Trump. Shakari allegedly said during interviews with authorities that he had no intention to propose a plan to execute Trump within the timeframe given by the IRGC. Despite this, the IRGC continued to pressure Shakari and even offered him $500,000 to murder at least one of two Jewish American citizens residing in New York City. If that wasn't enough, there were also instructions to target Israeli tourists in Sri Lanka. These developments raise serious concerns about the reach and determination of the IRGC, particularly on U.S. soil. How do you feel about such foreign attempts on the lives of American citizens? And how safe do you think people are when they openly speak out against regimes like Iran's? These questions are critical, and we invite your insights in the comments below. Shakari has been charged with conspiring to provide material support to a foreign terrorist organization, as well as conspiring to violate the International Emergency Economic Powers Act and sanctions against the Iranian government. Each of these charges carries a hefty maximum penalty of 20 years in prison. Shakari, who has so far managed to evade capture and is believed to be hiding in Iran, continues to be a major point of interest for the FBI. FBI Director Christopher Wray expressed deep concerns, highlighting Iran's continued attempts to target American citizens, including political leaders and dissidents. According to Wray, the charges announced underline the brazenness of the Iranian regime's efforts to endanger not only American individuals but the broader security of the United States. Before you go, let us know your thoughts on this matter. Do you believe that the US is doing enough to protect its citizens from foreign threats like these? We would love to hear your opinion in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this detailed breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories like this on 2230. Your support helps us bring you more of these critical updates and analysis. And as always, stay informed and stay safe.